Alright, everyone, boys and girls, and other genders. Very sensitive on my part. Welcome to the final session of Daggerfall Linguist. I'm predicting that will be the case, barring a divine intervention. Ersilia, in this session, will hand the totem to someone, and then venture into the final dungeon of the game. Which, of course, I don't remember well, because the last time I've been in that dungeon, has been a year and change ago. I mean, the last time I was in there, I'm pretty sure it was for, like, the jokey, like, Time Lord run-through. And then, like, before that, I mean, fuck if I remember the final dungeon. Hopefully it'll go alright. Hopefully. But, who can say? We'll see. The session is basically going to go until I complete the final dungeon, and a bit past that. So, we could be done in 2 hours, we could be done in 6. I hope not 6. Anyway, we go ahead and take care of a minor resizing thing. You know, it is a Daggerfall Alzheimer's thing. I regularly forget these dungeons, even the final dungeon. If I, like, ran it regularly, you know, I would remember it better. But I don't run it regularly, so I don't fucking remember it better. That's how it goes. Anyway, speaking of going, also, let me take that off because I won't be needing to wear that. I should also probably adjust the sounds that you kids are going to be hearing in Daggerfall so that it ain't too damn loud. Okay. Session end. We just left Castle Daggerfall after retrieving the Totem of Tiber Septim, which must be given to someone of royal lineage. Effectively, that means Gothrid in Daggerfall, Akarithi in Wayrest, Edwir in Sentinel, Gortwog apparently also counts as a proper individual of the royal bloodline. Beats me. The Underking, who is on the cover of the game Daggerfall, and the King of Worms, to whom we will be delivering the totem, in part because the King of Worms made a substantial monetary donation to the cause that helped achieve some goals. And I think with that in mind, we can have a special delivery for the King of Worms. We'll hook a brother up. But we'll play a bit hard to get on that one. We won't immediately take it to him, you know? We don't want him to think that he's got us under his thumb. Let's, you know, we'll just travel somewhere. We got the totem. We'll play it cool. Not a big deal. No problems at all. We'll just take a week. We'll travel by foot. We'll go. Now, I don't know how many letters we're going to get from folks, because I haven't really worked on building my reputation with folks, and I'm also wearing magic items that lower my reputation with folks. I guess we'll find out what kind of letters we get. And also, let's have ourselves a good jump. Not a bad jump. Not a bad jump. Keep in mind that we jumped eastward. So the gate is to the west. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not the worst jump we've ever had. I returned to Boreane, where I am labeled a scoundrel due to unfortunate events that caused us to flee from this place ever so long ago. Now, of course, because we are ranked the best in the Mages Guild, we can access the Mages Guild whenever we damn well please. It would normally be open for like 7 more minutes. This place, of course, had many fun moments for us, such as delivering scholar notes from a guy who spawned here to the quest giver in here. We also got stun-locked in this building. We also got not stun-locked, we got soft-locked in this building. Excuse me. Yes, we got soft-locked here. It was great times when we teleported in here on the horse. It was pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny.
Oh!
Ah, I see. Well, I guess I get to demo off this feature in the final session of Daggerfall. I'm a scoundrel here, so the guards want me. So they're coming after me. Despite the fact that I did nothing wrong.
Oh!
Now, we don't really have a whole lot of room to juke in here. But if I get hit by the guards, I don't really care.
Oh!
No, I don't wish to surrender.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Make me surrender, peasant. Oh no, I'm still a scoundrel. Hello. Oh no. No, I'm still a scoundrel. Ah. Oh, yes. Yes, Insidion, you have missed a bit. You have missed a little bit. Specifically, it would have been the final session, I do believe, of Daggerfall, where someone, I do believe, probably someone from Xbox, a new viewer to the channel, asked if I was going to use melee. And I was like, you know, it has been a while since I used melee and really haven't used it in this run. Let's do it. And it's a fucking Daedric weapon. It does pretty damn well. Does pretty damn well, despite Ersilia's blunt weapon skill of 7%. And her strength of 30. Does pretty well. Which is pretty nice. Also, we are technically over-encumbered. Well, that's tragic. Suppose I could fix that by putting on... Excuse me? Well, that's rude.
Oh! Oh!
Yes, I'm barefoot. Because my boots are magical.
Oh!
And I don't want to expend them. That said, I just died, so maybe in retrospect, I could have put on the boots, because now we're going back to loading the session in. Regardless, we didn't get a letter from anyone, which just kind of makes me sad. Well, damn. This is fine. We started this off on a great note, everyone. So, that's that feature. Showed that off. You're welcome. You're welcome, random commenter. I know you were curious about that. There you go. Anyway. Yeah, I don't really think we're going to be getting much in the way of letters from anyone, but that's okay. We know who would possibly want this thing. And that's alright. I'll tell you who I'm delivering it to. This guy. So, each of the various individuals to whom you can deliver the totem offers you a prize. Some of them are bugged out. The King of Worms prize is one that was normally bugged out. I don't recall whether it was fixed in the third-party patching I've got for this thing or not. But doesn't matter. In short, some of them will basically fuck you over. Some of them offer you far more awesome things than others. The King of Worms doesn't particularly also offer you an amazingly awesome thing. He offers you fame. If you get his letter. Or if you don't get his letter. We didn't get anyone's letter. Hi. Sent by Gothford, I presume? Is that a yes or no question? That sounds like an either-or question. No? So yes, Ersilia Melchor is embracing the finer things in life. Now, effectively these guys are being sent by folks who don't like us and want to murder us. Which, as it turns out, is quite a number of people. But thankfully the King of Worms is going to help us with that. Also, I'm only checking, like, the various equipment things for these guys to see if they have any, like, really awesome or cool stuff. I don't really care beyond that. Let's see. Before I go to the final dungeon, do I care about making a new spell? I could use a more powerful open spell. I don't think I can be asked. I don't think I care enough. I can just try and do shit properly. Yeah, I guess we can just try to do it properly. That sounds like effort, but we can pull ourselves. You chose wisely. Good work, champ. Now, it's time for Ersilia to conquer her fears. No more phobia to the undead, effectively, as we voluntarily venture into Scourge Barrow. I know, a lot of shit has happened in this run. Hey, zombie. Get backstabbed, nerd. Again, folks, this is with 30 strength and a trash blunt weapon skill. Daedric weapons really compensate for quite a bit. Even a weakling such as Ersilia has a reasonable chance of hitting. It's best if you don't think about that. Brrr. Yellow Jimoni. Welcome to the end, my friend. I hear you, Jimoni. I hear you. This was not the correct direction. I'm glad the King of Worms isn't that far from the damn entrance. Yellow. Cool. Hi. Hi. Assa. The totem. At last, it is within my grasp. You have done well, Ersilia. I shall remember this when I have transformed. Search now for the mantella. Without it, the totem is worthless. In the meantime, enjoy the adoration of the world. So, the King of Worms, spoiler alert, is gonna use the power of the mantella to transform into a god. Now, some would argue that's a bad idea. But, you know, Ersilia will have the adoration of the whole world. And that's important for our headcanon at the end. I haven't quite decided what the headcanon would be, but I have some ideas kicking around in my head that I thought about earlier that I think will be pretty fun to share. The unmistakable voice of Nophaga speaks softly in your head. I see that the totem has found its way into the hands of someone with royal blood. I think it is time you paid me another visit here in Shadunjent, Ersilia Melchor. Your work is not yet done. God forbid she just fucking teleport us to her. Right? Right. Maybe, you know, we'd want to do another thing, right? Anyway, King, you enjoy your quest to immortality. And divinity. Alright. Awesome. Oh! How about that? Ersilia Melchor, you are on a quest to retrieve the totem of Tiber Septum. Do not deny it. My spies have confirmed this. The totem is not for commoners, and you cannot use it. Bring the totem to me, and I will pay you 100,000 gold pieces. It is a king's ransom by any measure. You should be warned, neither Wayrest nor Daggerfall are loyal to the throne. I am the only region of the Iliac Bay that can be trusted. The others will only use it to destroy me. Agarithia is the Queen of Sentinel. I think I noted that she was at Wayrest. My bad. My B. Shit happens. Any other letters? Ersilia Melchor, you are not orcish. How could you possibly understand what it is like? My people are treated like barbarians, slaughtered upon sight. Is it so unusual that we respond in kind? Violence begets violence. I aspire to raise my race from the mire. I will bring them to equal standing with the other races of Tamriel. To do this, I must have the totem of Tiber Septim. I will not insult you by promises that no blood will be shed. I do swear by my crown and by my heirs, I shall not attempt to hold sway beyond the borders of Ersinium. My goal is not to conquer Tamriel, but to create the Orcish homeland. I am in possession of an artifact that I am sure you would want to possess. It is yours if you but give me the totem of Tiber Septim. Gortwog, Warlord and King. Ersilia Melchor, you will soon have the totem of Tiber Septim in your hands. It is foreseen in the stars, and I have read them. Know you this, all of mortal stature are filled with pride and greed. To give the totem to any of them is to let loose mortal vanity upon this world. They will destroy the very thing they covet. I have no earthly desires, I have no mortal pride, no petty greed. Only one such as I can wield the totem safely, for I would take it into the Aetherius and leave behind this earthly shell. So long as the totem exists, it is a danger to all on Tamriel. Bring me the totem, and I will safeguard the world. I will not offer you gold or gems. I will offer you what only I can give: fame. Your reputation throughout Tamriel will soar. Lord of the Necromancers, King of the Worms. Yes, Germoni. The Wake in the West? I forget what the exact event's called. Daggerfall Alzheimer's. Essentially, it's wrapped into Warp in the West. Thank you, Go. Words. Yes, essentially everything just sort of gets blended together, and the Daggerfall protagonist is presumed not to have survived the affair. Of course, you're more than capable of making your own fucking headcanon. But officially, that's what transpired. Ersilia Melchor. Centuries ago, Tiber Septim ruled the land and forged an empire with great Numidium. The secret of Numidium's power lies at its heart, carried within the Mantella. It is the heart of Tiber Septim's battle mage. It is my heart. It is my Mantella. It is my totem. It belongs to me and to none other. I have won and lost an empire. I have no desire to tamper further with mortal affairs. I have in my possession Necromancer's Amulet, one of the world's greatest artifacts. You may have it in exchange for the totem. My most loyal agent will await your arrival in Fontwell Heath, Wayrest, at the order of the hour. Ersilia Melchor, if you are reading this, you must have gotten the totem and escaped from the dungeons of Castle Daggerfall. I am in Charmont Wood, Wayrest, at the Khazar residence. Bring the totem there as soon as possible. Alright, we're good. So King of Sentinel didn't like us enough to contact us. Can't imagine why. And not Sentinel, Wayrest. God damn it. We got notes from Akarithi. We got notes from the Underking. We got notes from the King of Worms. We got a note from Gortwog. I mean, we're fairly popular. Obviously, you know, Gothred wouldn't mind it back, but we kind of stole it from him. And yes, we got a note from Lady Bree. Ever so long ago. However, they were all too late, of course. Even the skeleton that was... Basically, the skeleton just couldn't fucking keep up with us, but still delivered the note. So yes, that's the totem's delivery done, which leaves us with the final bit to do of the main quest line. We, of course, have already put Lysandus to rest, and we have recovered the missing letter that the Emperor delivered to the Queen Mother, Minisera, and of course discovered why it was delivered inappropriately. Now we travel to She Dungeon, because I don't think I want anything else. Let us go. Have at you. Okay, champ. Right, I can't carry anything more. I don't know why they even bothered trying. Metabantium Battle Axe. No, I don't think it's an oversight. We resolve the matter, and we return it to the Queen Mother, who was the original, like intended target. She probably handled destroying it. I'm sure they can, like, have a word. Like, she can with the Emperor, you know? Why exactly is the Underking so important? Effectively, as the Underking's note indicates, the Mantella is his heart. Long ago, he was... What the hell was his actual human name? Zurich Asterisk... He created this giant fucking golem thing that helped Zurin Arctur. Okay. That helped the Septum bloodline, like, take control over Tamriel. But then shit happened. That's something that you can look up on the wiki, or perhaps folks in chat who remember better can tell you. That's the podcast. Shut up. Hey. Hey. Dolfaga? Dolfaga. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dolfaga. Fine, Dolfaga. You know what? I'm not even going to talk to you for this now. We never ended up getting ourselves a Daedric bow. But that's okay. Clearly the gods wish for us to have one more archery fight for the road before we enter the final dungeon. There. All is as it should be. Alright. Hope you're proud of yourself, lady. Oh, boy. Only crowned heads will hold the totem true. First is one who killed but did not kill another. Second is one who is too devoured by its young. Third is one who made one slave and many free. Fourth and fifth are two who compete for mud. Sixth is one who brings a home to the homeless. Seventh is one who lords all, but does not lord at all. I do not know who of these seven is most worthy of the power. For too long have I let my passions make me mad. Sometimes the fate of a world hangs on the decision of one person. You have chosen who will command Great Numidium. You bear the burden for the consequences. I send you now to the Mantellan Crux, the safeguarded prison of the Mantella. Look for a green jewel of unusual size. Merely touch the Mantella and it is freed. You will be transported back to my side. Okay, folks. This is it. We're here. The final dungeon. Do 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 do. Wee. Sure. You can rub that little statue down there, and it'll give you a levitate spell. I mean, like, it'll cast levitate on you. Like, I had a no jazz playthrough where I did this shit without fucking casting magic. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, don't be fucking with those doors. Shitty Jadra. Owie, my face. Daedra, do you mind? And so there I was, with 7% blunt weapon skill, without, like, creating a magic to increase it or anything. Hitting a Frost Daedra with a Warhammer. Because it made me feel good inside. This is a little silly, though, for me to use this. One moment. Let me fight you appropriately. Actually, what the hell am I doing? I can just stay in a menu until I finish equipping it. Silly Grimith. Da. Da. What? Alright. That was interesting. One shot, one kill. I think it's the south door. Okay. Now, there was a thing down here, yes? Yes. Okay. And that, I think, opened one of those rooms up there. Now, if you weren't using levitate here, you can use the various, like, platforms that may have levers attached that can act effectively as an elevator for you. But I don't feel like it. I have the magic. Whee! I think the room's this way. Maybe it's over here. Do 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 do. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Finally made it. Hooray. Oh, let me check something right quick. Good. Wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally press the stop recording button when I was reaching over there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Alright. We did it. Yellow. Oh no, not a spider. Come on, bruh. Bruh. Look. Nightblade, you're gonna have to try a bit harder than that in the fucking final dungeon. Oh, a piece of parchment. By the gods. I will cherish that parchment always. Harpy. Go to hell, Harpy. Alright, damn it. That opens this up. I don't know exactly whether I should be back here, though. This is where the memory gets a little rusty. Leave that switch unflipped. We'll flip that switch. Yellow. Come on, man. Fucking spiders. Alright. Fire engine is taken off. I don't recall whether there's anything else I need to do up here. Like, one of the other pathways might have the actual, like, path I'm seeking. But, I mean, we can always check. I mean, it'll break our neck a little bit, but... Let's cast Slow Falling first, so I don't break my neck, and now Levitate. Nah, that's not the key I meant to... Oh dear. Okay, no, it's fine. I have mouse look, never mind. Now, is that open? It is. Huh. Hey. Come on, man. Why you gotta drain me? That's not very nice. Also, I should probably put on my magic shit. Oh yeah, right. That's my Daedric longbow. Shit. It's been so long since I played fucking Daggerfall, I forgot about my Daedric longbow of fucking featherweight. Damn it. Herder. Alright. Let's go. That was a gargoyle. Don't panic. Gargoyle's dead, everyone. I mean, why the hell wouldn't you just use Levitate here if you could? And we do. Ancient Vampire. Along with normal Vampire. Vampire Ancient is dead. I like to think of this as Ersilia really facing her fears right now. Now you're dead. Everyone you've ever loved is dead. Which one of these do I have to touch besides that? This one? Alright, that made a sound. Let's levitate again. That takes care of that. Now if I go up here, is that a thing I need to flip, or does that do the elevator thing? That probably does the elevator thing. Isn't there like another room? I feel like that normally like one of these damn elevator things would take you to. Or is that like a switch thing? Holy shit. This is the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. This is a computer game released by Bethesda in 1996. Alright. There's the room. There's an island. Do 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 do. I mean, you can demand whatever you want, but sometimes you don't get it. Alright, that I think that levitated me. Presumably so that you could float up here. Hey, Chaos. Welcome to the final dungeon of Daggerfall. The Mantilla Crux. Hey. Good room, man. Good room. Benefactor. So, you have yourself a good time, man. See you later. See you next run. You know, actually, I've remembered more than what I thought I would. Although that door still looks like it's closed. Now that's open. Hello, Ancient Lich. Really? Come on. Don't do that, bruh. Casting your hocus pocus at me. I absorbed one of those spells. And there we go, Ancient Lich is dead. Hooray. Well, that's problematic. Where is that? Also, the damn Ancient Lich's body. Thank you. There have been more convenient places. Hello. We'll just follow the rest of the way. Come on, Harpy. Come on, Spider. Fucking final dungeon of the game, kids. Yellow Queenie. Benefactor. Oh good, chat auto scrolled up. Still glad that's a feature. Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm absolutely great. I love being here. Hmm. Alright. This is not good. Let's see whether that changed anything up there. Hop up. Hey. That's where we came in. Well, yes, that's mobile. That's mobile's features. I love how it's easier for me to get up the ramp than it is the fucking staircase. Okay. Not all the trapdoors are open down there in the pyramid. So, only go on another fucking trip. There's probably one more lever around here that we have to fucking flip. God help me if I remember what the fuck it is, though. I can't remember shit. Maybe there was a... You remember that lever up there that we couldn't flip? Oh my god, Grimith. These are the... This is fine. I don't think there's anything else here we need to do. But just in case, we could rub everything once. We already rubbed those two. Okay. We, of course, already touched this down here. Down there in the, at the bottom, you can see the dead bodies. Those we have slain. Break your immersion here. Here's the bottom. Levitate. potions or spells of it. Pretty damn important if you fail at the platforming. Because climbing can only help you so much. Alright, we're gonna head to the top. We're gonna try flipping that lever, although I think it's just an elevator lever. So, how's it going, everyone? How you doing? Come here often? That's cool, I guess. Yep, that's your fetish. Oh, jeez. Let's get out of there while we still can. I thought about breaking the damn game. That's cool. I'm glad. Yep, everyone's... I wonder if it's a lever down there I'm supposed to flip. Well, shit. Of course, it's another warm day outside. I will try not to run my air conditioner. I'm also low on the magics. That's good. That's a fair point, Grimith. You are low on the... Alright. Sure. Hell if I know where that enemy is, though. Cast slow falling right there at the end. Of course, you can't look around at all while you're slow falling, because that would be useful. Okay, let's head back down. Maybe the switch, such as it is held at the bottom, like at the end of like one of the elevator chains. That's the elevator we rode down on. That was the pathway. You'd hop along there. You would come to here. That elevator could take you straight down. Damn, this slow fall lasts forever. Holy shit. Alright. Which would take you to this... Which probably takes you up to that fucking... Excuse me? Fucking rude. I'm pretty sure this is gonna take me up to that fucking platform. We'll check to confirm, though. I mean, what the shit, right? If you wanted an autograph, you could have just asked. I made him famous. I mean, he almost got me when he blew his load. Almost. What? Yes, what about it? Yeah, as I reckoned. Is there a switch in there I forgot to flip? I'm pretty sure no, it's just the benefactor in there. Let me check. You have a switch in here I forgot about, buddy. Did I not type benefactor properly? I'm pretty sure I did, because that's what opened the the pyramid to begin with. But we'll just check to confirm, because that's the benefactor, and I did it uppercase. The first time I did it uppercase beginning, but we'll type it all the times. There. You have nothing to complain about now. spell my own slow fall. That'd be awesome. This fucking lich could not have died in a more inconvenient spot. Well, he was built as a... or stationed here as a guardian. It's not my fault. And now it's open. Was it a gravestone? Was it me properly appeasing the benefactor? We'll never know. Really? Really? Come on. Good Lord. Hi. Rude. I like not being paralyzed, thank you very much. I don't think I even have to fight you. But you're dead. Ta-da! Next area. You get caught up in the... Let's follow the path. This is still fine. Fucking benefactor. Alright. Let's see if Grimith can remember which doors it was. This door is the other door. Okay, fine. Yeah, this shit doesn't make me nervous at all. Like, there's more to this particular section, but we ain't doing this shit. So glad you changed your mind on playing this game. Look, this is the final dungeon. It's special. It really is. Like, if you're used to, like, all the other shit you've seen in dungeons in this game, and you come to this, it's basically, what the fuck? Excuse me. Harvey, please. Alright, which of these shitty rooms has the orc trap? Okay. Alright, change of plans. Oh good, it's... my hand's fully ready to go now. Now, normally getting hemmed in like that would have been a death sentence for archery, Ersilia, but thankfully we have this Daedric Warhammer of Justice. We just fucking backstabbed a spider with a Warhammer. Hell yes. Dreams do come true. I mean, we backstabbed a lot of things. We backstabbed a lot of things in this run. She goes hard all day up. This is the room where the cage delivers you to. Oh, this is the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. That was 4 consecutive backstabs. I'm rather pleased by that. It's time for me to celebrate with a cool, refreshing beverage. It's time. It's time for the Skull God. Before we deal with the Skull God, we have a Fire Daedra to talk to down here. The compass is moving too. Alright, nothing bad happened, everyone. Everything is great. We'll ignore those orgs. You saw the backstabs. Yes, very much a buck. What do we cast? Let's cast that. How am I liking it so far? I've put several hundred hours into Daggerfall. This is the final dungeon of the game. It's my favorite computer role-playing game. That's how I'm liking it. Fire Daedra down here. Well, Daggerfall's freeware. Released several years ago, free. 4 Fire Daedra. Yellow Gogre. Okay. Never can remember which damn skulls. At least we avenged ourselves in the Daedra. Alright. This is the most convoluted and entertaining dungeon in this game. You know, I think some folks in chat have never read that before and would actually like to read that Daggerfall. So if you could be less of a dick, and maybe, just maybe, allow everyone to read that. Hear me. The blind god is a jealous god. Let his true servants lift up their eyes unto him, and the way will be easy. Hear me. Well, Gogre, there wasn't enough room for everyone. So I went and did another thing. And then I switched into a few other things. And then I was just like, I don't feel like playing anymore. Not everyone could fit in the server. That's why folks had to spectate. And when, like, the server, like, crashed during one of those, like, bombing run maps, I was like, alright, I'll just take a break. But whenever I wanted to come back, it was full. I think I flipped those, or spin those two. And then, like, one up here? Ha. Well, it was so popular, and Lethal enjoyed it so much, he might do another one this year. Yeah, Roofran, you probably took my spot, you asshole. Motherfucker. Was it this one? I don't remember, there was another one I need to spin. Okay. Let's check the top after we kill some of these flame Atronachs. Or we'll do that. Oh, I'm sure some folks would have left if they knew, but I didn't think... I thought of it, and, as far as I'm concerned, you folks have just as much a right and opportunity to play Unreal Saturday as I do. Doesn't bother me. I got 3 hours in, which was enough to prove that I still have some skill in the game. Oh yes, yes, totally triggered me. We'll find out, Malice. We'll find out. Huh, I have no arrows. Well, I do have a spell that would allow me to create arrows. Unless I deleted that. I could go pick up arrows off the bodies of the slain, but you know what? That's fine. Lack, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, it was his loss. Hey! Come along now. Ah, shit. Hop up. And so there I was, stuck inside the platform. Let's go. No, you don't want to climb it? We're gonna... Now you don't want to climb. Hello, Pananning. Hey, you. No, I'm not. We're close to it. I hate this game sometimes. Fucking hate this game sometimes. Alright, that was not... I don't suppose you could just... Next up, the skull shells. Some of these skulls are dicks. This open spell does not have a high % chance of success. guess I could try to break down the damn doors. I'm burning through all my magic. I did discuss potentially making a new open spell. Let's try a skull. Ah! First try. How about that? Didn't need to burn through all my magic. Neat. And because I left that last section behind, I can no longer recover arrows from any of the folks I slew. Meaning that Ersilia's gonna be rocking this Daedric Warhammer for the rest of the game. Pretty much. Yeah, and Sidion, I certainly recall that some of them in there are dicks. Sometimes, you know, I'm doing a pretty damn good job of remembering this dungeon, all things considered. I expected this to go much worse. We didn't get to talk to Sheogorath, though. Probably because I didn't flip the correct skulls. So he wasn't actually in the main skull waiting for us. At least I didn't see him. Like, he's supposed to, like, have a few cool words with you, and we pretty much told him to go fuck himself. Like, we don't give a damn about your shitty puzzle. Which is neat. What? You gonna convert me into a vampire? Wouldn't that be some shit? And so then Ersilia Melchor finally turned into that which she hated most. Well, we won't figure it out. Because this game's ended before then. Wrecked. I'm pretty sure at this point, as far as I'm concerned, Ersilia has lost her phobia to undead. Even if that hasn't happened game mechanics-wise, that's definitely happened as far as Grim's concerned. I don't know whether I should be out here or not, but we're out here. We're out here. We're fucking out here. So, alright, Sheogorath just said a thing to us. I think that's what transpired. Alright. Here's the secret door. Hey! Greetings, Ersilia Melchor. You dare much by intruding here. Nevertheless, I will allow you to proceed, provided you prove as perceptive as rumor reports. You may be aware that I'm a master of the blade, but what is my other favorite weapon? Answer correctly, then arm yourself. Now, in the 3D map representation, and you're supposed to explore around it a bit more, obviously, your first time, you would notice that you're effectively standing in a 3D representation, map-wise, of a crossbow. I think that's right. Alright. And do I go down from here or up? Also, once again, thank you, Beam Chatbox, for deciding to scroll the fuck the way up. Very much appreciated. We go down or up? Let's try down. We feel like we've been here before. now there's this open. And in this is nothing. Aha. Don't climb that. So we press that left thing, and we open the box. And in that box is another box. And in that box is an old lady. I have played through Morrowind before. I have also played through Baldur's Gate before. Morrowind's alright. I think it's a good game. I don't like it as much as some others do. Alright game. Baldur's Gate, I do think is a good game too. But it is one that I think is extensively overhyped. I had a thing on my channel a few years back where for an April Fool's joke, I pretended to start a run of it, and then later on, like a month or so later, I recorded myself physically fragmenting my Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 CDs. And then I held a contest, a raffle, or something to the effect. The raffle was to determine whether I would break them or just send them to someone. The person who won just wanted me to break them on camera, so I shattered them on camera, mailed them to the guy who won the raffle, and he recorded a video of blowtorching the remains. Boy, that upset a lot of people. The nihilism or whatever in, like, just sheer destruction of my own personal belongings, along with the torture of, like, breaking those Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 CDs. I don't think Baldur's Gate's bad. I think it's a pretty good game. It's just an example where I think it's a damn overhyped game. I don't think it's the greatest game of all times. Daggerfall, you kinda broke for me. Son of a bitch. And I pressed the wrong key to basically phase myself out of there. We have to do this section again. In the box, another box. In that box, that's happening. As the island lowers. At first you think, no, this is raising. Then you notice that you're going further on down the sword. All these Danger Lords are just casting spells at you. We do have spell absorption. Icewind Dale isn't so bad, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Baldur's Gate. I watched a friend of mine, Deaf Evan, who actually broadcasted going through that recently. And I was like, wow, Icewind Dale. Man, what an annoying game. No, Jimoni, you can't. Yeah. It's the final dungeon. It looks pretty great. Was this Albert? It was. Once again, we are where we should not be. Or maybe we're going to be launched properly. Let's wait and find out. No, you just gotta leave me here. They're just in the middle of nothing. Don't worry, Daggerfall. I'll fix it myself. No, this is fine. All these Danger Lords just lob their shit at me. Fucking Daggerfall. Shut up, Danger Lord. Make me think I'm running my damn soundboard. Wait. Alright, we're now in the final section of the final dungeon. have to remember my pathway through it. We're only surrounded by the great... No, that's our path through it. Neat. Now you would touch... What is it, this lantern back here? Or is it one of these lanterns over here that would give you a levitate? Whatever, Daggerfall's broken. It's not happening right now. We have a levitator of our own. And that's it. Nilfaga cackles. Not so fast, Ersilia Melchor. Don't you want to see the result of your handiwork? Look now into the Book of the Time. Read upon its pages the history of what shall pass within the next few days. Read fate, as it shall be recorded, upon the Elder Scrolls.
The Mentella is hurled from Aetherius, and although drawn to the empty chest of great Dominion, the will of the King of Worms commands us to his side. With its power, the King of Worms leaves his mortal frame and joins the ranks of the gods in Oblivion.
So King of the Worms fucking leaves the mortal plane, joins the realm of the gods of the Oblivion. That's neat, right? Good work, King of Worms. You made us famous. Your work is done, Ersilia Melchor. The world is no longer as it once was. Such is the way of things. Oh, and if you tell my lich statue to shut up, the door to my chamber will open. And that's it for the Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall. That is the entire main quest line. Of course, this character started ever so long ago on her amazing and wonderful journey to help an emperor. What was her exact story that the game generated? Right, the staff that broke, that stopped brigands who were members of the Imperial. We saved members of the Imperial family, which befriended us to the Imperial family, which had the Emperor come to us and ask us for a quest. A task. And his favor, of course, is that he wants you to travel to Daggerfall in the High Rock, like Bretonnian, like High Rock Hammerfell region. And he's like, hey, so King Lysandus was killed, supposedly at the Battle of Pringain, and his spirit does not rest. You need to figure out why. And also, BT Dubs, I sent a letter to Minisera, who was the queen of Daggerfall, and she never got it. And if you could really find out what happened to that, that'd be awesome, because it was of a personal and sentimental nature. Yes, yes, yes. And so Ersilia Melchor, the Linguist, the most challenging character I've ever created, more challenging than the No Jazz playthrough, with how I played this, said, sure, whatever, because, I don't know, loyal Imperial citizen, she was a bookworm, with all of her primary skills, language skills, all of her major skills, language skills, and 3 of her 6 minor skills, language skills. Language skills are, of course, nigh useless in this game. In addition, she had very low starting strength and endurance. That blue number there is because she is wearing a strength-boosting item specifically that casual dress of the Orc Lord, as evidenced here. Now, Ersilia had a lot of trouble playing how I typically play the game, which is delving into a lot of dungeons, because I enjoy the dungeon crawling aspect of this game. There was a lot of arrows and a lot of backpedaling. She started off with very trash archery skill, and she ended up ignoring a 20% item booster with a 112% archery skill. She also leveled up quite a few miscellaneous skills along the way. Not too bad. She, by the end of it, became immensely good at backstabbing most things after sneaking up behind them, and her running skill, not too shabby either. Now, Ersilia Melchor's trek was fraught with other peril besides that found in dungeons. When I initially started this run, this was in early 2016, and then basically didn't play the game for like 10 months due to what was happening in my personal life, I changed attitudes with how I was going to go through the game. We were here in Borean for quite some time, but somewhere during the middle of this run, I upset the guards, and I became a scoundrel, and I abandoned it since then. Whatever plan or scheme I had, just flitted out of my head, and I played the game sort of normally, bouncing between Wayrest and Sentinel, and Daggerfall, as the choices were needed. There's quite a bit of money that she has banked up still, which of course she could use to buy a house if she so wished, but I don't quite think she'll be living in this region anymore. For of course, you see, Ersilia Melchor ended up displeasing the Emperor by the end of this game. The Emperor, of course, after we completed his objectives, sent Lady Bree to ask us to deliver the Totem of Tiber Septim to him, and we did not. Daggerfall is ruled by Gothrid, the son of the deceased Lysandus. Gothrid schemed to remove his father from power, using the aid of a Wayrest noble, Lord Woodbourne. And Gothrid had control of the Totem of Tiber Septim until we stole it from the treasury of Castle Daggerfall. As a result, Gothrid, kind of in perpetually pissed mode, as is really the entire Daggerfall kingdom, and while we may have laid his father's spirit to rest, we simply know too fucking much. And we kind of derailed his plans and schemes, and Gothrid would end up spending a fortune for the rest of his days, sending so many assassins after Ersilia Melchor. And each one of those assassins had a note that says, "Kill Ersilia Melchor by any means necessary," and it was signed lovingly with a G. Queen Akarithi also joined in this sending assassins after Ersilia front, because Queen Akarithi thought that no commoner had any right to engage in the affairs of nobility, of the true movers and shakers here of the region. And Ersilia Melchor denied Akarithi her true birthright. So she was kind of upset about that, and she also probably suspected that maybe Ersilia did look at the painting at that point. And so she used the 100,000 gold pieces that she was going to pay Ersilia for the totem on assassins to go after Ersilia. As for what happened in Sentinel, stories have it that there was a change in rulership. Because when Ersilia Melchor published some of her renowned books about her adventures, news came to light about the betrayed prince, who was left to die in a cavern. New rulership, as it was in Sentinel, was not too invested in sending assassins after Ersilia Melchor. Hooray. Now, of course, the Underking and the agents of the Underking not too pleased about the fact that how the heart of the Underking was used to fuel the King of Worms' ascension to godhood. But I mean, what the hell the Underking gotta do, right? And Gortwog, he's just a shitty orc. What's he gonna do, right? As for Ersilia herself, well, this adventure started off completely not how she expected. What with the ship being struck down by lightning, and basically her being shipwrecked and stuck in Privateer's hold, as it was. She had practically no dungeon crawling skills. While she was incredibly intelligent and agile and personable, those assets were not of great use to her, and figuring out exactly what the hell was going on in the region. Yes, Gillimar. Now, Ersilia did accomplish quite a bit in satisfying the quest that the Emperor ended up sending her on, although the Emperor himself sort of frustrated. Like, we put Lysanders to rest, and we got the letter, but when it came down to the Totem of Tiber Septim, we gave it to a Necromancer King. And so the Emperor called up his blades, such as they were, and the Emperor too tried to unofficially resolve the regret of Ersilia Melchor. Ersilia, for her part, learned and grew extensively during this trip. She conquered her fear of undead, and she became immensely famous across all of Tamriel. Despite acting in an unofficial capacity, it seems like everyone knew of the legend and the stories of this one linguist, this bookworm, who shaped all the world. And indeed, this did make it very difficult for Ersilia to hide. As it turns out, trying to hide from all the linguists was pretty damn impossible. Well, all the damn assassins was pretty damn impossible when everyone knew her fucking name. And they said, "By the Hoarfrost! Or by Thor's beard! It's Ersilia Melchor going to fucking see you!" And she's like, "Shh, keep it on the down low." Assassins were like, "Huh?" And so then they'd follow right after her. But her books, such as they were, became the stuff of legend, able to translate nearly every damn language known. I mean, Chaos, if I wouldn't inherently have a problem with it. There's like a Daggerfall XL and a Daggerfall Unity project, but I don't see anyone like a dedicated, official team like Bethesda itself or whatever, rebuilding Daggerfall. I don't think it needs to. Daggerfall is my favorite computer role-playing game. I'm much more for group role-playing anyway. I'm not one for console or computer role-playing games, but this definitely is my most favorite. For reasons which have been recounted in my various playthroughs of Daggerfall. It has a lot of customization to it, and a great deal of charm as well. And I do so enjoy the dungeon delving aspect of it. Many folks are frankly overwhelmed by Daggerfall's dungeon crawling, but I, on the other hand, just run blithely through the shed, and for as much as I might vent some frustration or annoyance, I love the game. Daggerfall is a great joy. A treasure to play, in part because you can create such challenge builds, such context for yourself as this one was. And make no mistake, these language skills, and her trash strength, and her trash endurance did not fucking help. The early playthroughs were fraught with great peril. Sure, Chaos. Yeah, I think that's Daggerfall's strength there. And I mean, even if you don't want to create your own character, there's the 10 questionnaire that allows you to feel out your sense of what you want to roleplay. There's a bunch of base classes in the game if you're interested. You know, there's a lot of, like, various, like, guilds and factions and quests and shit like that. It's a real damn big sandbox. Now, along the way, the main quest line is kind of neat. It's easy to break, but it's kind of neat if you actually pursue it. And the final dungeon is an example of something that's really cool. When you're exploring it for the first time and you're like, holy shit, what the hell is this? Because you haven't really seen it before in Daggerfall. And it took you until the final dungeon to get to that point. But even if you don't invest that much time into Daggerfall, it's a game that simply just fucking kicks you in the teeth. Yes, Ironside, you missed it. From the moment you start. Like Privateer's Hold, like the starting dungeon, like the instruction manual warned you. Like, Privateer's Hold is no fucking joke. Like, it's pretty damn deadly. And it most definitely is. There's a number of folks I know whom, based on seeing me play through the game, tried out Daggerfall. Because it is freeware. And they start in the initial dungeon, and they die in the initial dungeon. Because welcome to Daggerfall, motherfucker. And of course that imp is immune to your fucking weapon, because welcome to Daggerfall. And if you make a character who can't defend themselves effectively, well... I don't know of any game specifically like Daggerfall in that capacity. They might exist, but I can't recall them off the top of my head. No, Malice. I'm not interested. Daggerfall is an example of a game that, whenever I play it, folks accuse me of being being held in nostalgia for it. Of, like, constantly looking past the flaws of the game, and just finding, like, charm in it. That said, I have played Daggerfall more in my adult life than I did when I was a kid. Like, how many runs of this have I done for the channel? 5? That's not counting, like, the run I did through with Lethal Feline and the run I did through with Griffin God. I've done several. And at some point, perhaps this year, we will embark on another fucking run of Daggerfall. Because of how much I enjoy the system and mechanics of this game. Like, the advantages and disadvantages that you can set for yourself in character generation as well. Like, that low tolerance to shock fucking sucked. My character got skullfucked quite a bit from shock spells. Rip. Like, once she leveled up to a certain point where, like, enemy spellcasters were actually packing, like, shock spells, those became a real threat. And along the way, we backpedaled quite a bit and used archery, too. I don't know what my next playthrough would be. I have some ideas for it, but nothing I would speak concretely about. Nothing that's set in stone. Magic only? No. 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 Yeah. Let's see, George. Daggerfall is a game that has merit in it, but I certainly also fully recognize the roughness in it. The installation that I would recommend to folks these days who are new to Daggerfall, who've never ran it before, would be that installation. It has some third-party patching in it, some extra bug and quest fixes. It's more stable than the latest official release of Daggerfall. The first series I did of this for the channel, which was 7 years ago, I just used my CD version, but for everything else I've used that. And I think that's serviceable enough. In addition, I would also recommend, you're going to definitely want to be spending some time mapping keys. My key mapping, such as it is that. And of course, there is also view-based look and cursor-based movement, where you wouldn't even have mouse look, but mouse look is built into as a functionality of the game. Also, I turned off full screen. Full screen is something I really only started using this playthrough. And I just feel comfortable using it. It's probably because I finally learned all my fucking hotkeys. after all this time. And now, like, seeing that down there just feels weird, even though I've played so much Daggerfall with that being on. Well, folks, we've certainly held polls over the years to determine which style of playthrough that I'd be going next, and folks have had plenty of chances to vote for werewolf and vampire, and it's lost out to other playthroughs. Case in point, the Linguist playthrough. Head bobbing is exactly what it says on the tin. You get hit. If head bobbing's on, your head will bob. It'll bob harder if you take a lot of damage in one big hit. I've been asked that before, Ironside. I've considered it, but I don't enjoy Arena as much. Arena has a lot of, like, old-school CRPG mentality to it. And I don't care for it to the extent that I like Daggerfall. I don't even... I mean, it's an alright game, but I don't think Arena has aged as well as Daggerfall has. Alright. Story of Ersilia Melchor, who could have become a werewolf or a vampire over the course of things that they naturally happened, instead ends up being a level 10 linguist, which is the lowest level that you can finish the game. Officially. Without breaking anything like the Time Lord playthrough did. Level 10. Probably one of my lowest level and weakest characters overall. And it was only through, like, the hard-earned dedication and so many hours dungeon crawling that she became as great and effective as she was. Yeah. This is my favorite recorded playthrough of Daggerfall. It could be a recency bias there, but I really, really enjoyed this run. We didn't do a whole lot in the game either. We didn't do any Daedra summoning. No ship, no house, no lycanthrope, no vampire, no Dark Brotherhood. We just ignored their invitation. We didn't get one to the Thieves Guild. We aren't in the Fighters Guild. We're a member of the Mages Guild and Stendar's Temple. That's it. We're not a member of any knightly order. I don't think I've been in as few fucking things with a playthrough of this game as Ersilia has. I'm so used to, like, training and sleeping in a Fighters Guild, and that never happened with this character. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes. I do. In theory, it would be linked beneath my name on the left side beneath the streaming window. If not, you can internet search Grimith. There'll be an R attached. You'll find my channel. Can I even join the Fighters Guild? Well, I don't think so. I don't think Blunt Weapon's high enough, but fuck it, we'll try. Let's visit Gothway Garden. More like the life of a character. That is fitting, yes. This was the life and adventures and just sort of like the funsies and poor luck and everything of Ersilia Melchor, who ended up being in the wrong place at the wrong time to befriend the Emperor and get sent on a mission for which she was horribly suited. Well, it turned out alright. And along the way, she got a bit of wealth. She murdered a few peasants and guards. She's not really welcome back in Boreain, or much of anywhere. That is in this region of the world, of course. Obviously, she's so damn popular. She's welcome in quite a few other places. No, it's not a deal. Yes. I accidentally clicked Get Quest. Here we go. Yes, yes, I could join the Fighters Guild. Alright, I could join the Fighters Guild. No, I don't know it off the top of my head. So finally, Ersilia Melchor could join the Fighters Guild. I don't remember all the skills they value off the top of my head. I don't think I increased blunt weapon enough. I guess it is at a whopping 11% now. Running 200%. Okay. Well, that takes care of it. The Daggerfall Linguist playthrough. One of the... I think it was a greater challenge than the No Jazz playthrough, where I didn't cast magic. In part because how I insisted on dungeon delving all the time with Ersilia instead of like grinding up levels or something. I just kept throwing myself into dungeons for which she was horribly equipped. And along the way too, we encountered so many amazing moments in this game. From Daggerfall talking to us in Sentinel, was it with the music for several minutes? To the warp, like the void. Like between like a mage and a skeleton warrior. Or like, was it like a priest or whatever? Where just time stood still and no one fucking moved. And that was awesome. Like, and of course we've done our crazy, like, launching ourselves off the fucking castle walls moments. Like, that has been in several other playthroughs. Like, so many awesome and quirky things have happened in this playthrough. Nexus. I tell you what, we'll fulfill one more request. This better be epic, though. I'm gonna give her one try. I expect her to kill herself with this damn jump. That's the sign of a great jump. When you jump so badass that the character kills herself. Oh yes, and the part where we soft-locked ourselves into the Mages Guild. Because we were on our horse, and I used the recall spell to teleport back into the Mages Guild. But we couldn't change our transportation indoors. Oh, and the Mages Guild scenario where I collected scholarly papers from a guy in the fucking same Mages Guild to deliver to the quest giver. That was awesome. Well, you can't win them all. And that's it.